Story time. Dun, 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 dun. Come. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing. And I've noticed, in fact, that the most people who have been watching my videos are those who have not yet subscribed. So please, guys, click that subscribe and also the notification bell so that you get to be notified when I have uploaded a video. So today we are doing a story time. Story time. We are talking about, okay, before I tell you what we are talking about, I want to say that this is basically the last video based on this topic. I just wanted to lay a foundation before I share my pregnancy journey. I wanted you to know where I stand. So over and above what I will share following in terms of my pregnancy journey, then you should know that I am not promoting that people should be pregnant outside of wedlock. Definitely not. But I'm just sharing my journey because because that's where I am currently, So today's topic is about the challenges that one encounters when you get pregnant outside of wedlock. So I'll just share a bit of what the Bible says about getting pregnant outside of wedlock, and also what made me to realize continuously that it is indeed wrong, because there were challenges that I was facing along the journey, and those challenges made me realize that, you know what, people should indeed wait. Sometimes you see people who are single parents and you see them doing it well, you see them flourishing in life, and you think to yourself that perhaps that's the way to go. But I do want to say to you that there are challenges in that. It's not like they are always happy chappy. There are moments where they also realize that, you know what, I need the support from my partner now. But over and above that, they choose to consider or to focus on other things that makes them happy. So then I'll start by sharing about what the Bible says and also what I have encountered along the way. So if we get into it, then if we can just get into it. I think I love watching myself. I'm not sure about you guys. Please share on the comment section whether you like seeing my face because I like watching myself on camera. I like being on camera. I feel like, I don't know, but I just love myself. So then, getting pregnant outside of wedlock basically means that you have conceived while you are unmarried, and that is due to you committing sexual immorality, which is regarded as a sin. And we do know that this specific sin basically leads to either getting pregnant outside of wedlock, or it gives you the reward of sin, which is death, because the reward of sin is death, according to Romans chapter 6 verse 23. So that is why we should avoid this sin either way, because we know that sizophendula on the last day committed a sin. And we also know that if you don't put preventative measures in place, then you can end up being pregnant. So basically, if Bible 8, we shouldn't be having sex. You know what? We as unmarried shouldn't. We should be abstaining and finding other things. There's so many things that people can do in a relationship that can make them happy. You can go out, you can do whatever, play games, just to keep you going. So Paul also in the Bible does say that the unmarried should concern themselves with the things of the Lord. If you are unmarried, you should concern yourself with the things that pleases the Lord. And he also says that we should be devoted to the Lord, both in body and in spirit. All right? Yeah, that's all in the Bible. It's not coming from me. But then now I want to share my experience with being pregnant outside of wedlock, which then makes me believe that indeed we should be waiting. Okay. So yeah, over and above what the Bible says, there are things that make you realize that indeed getting pregnant outside of wedlock is not the way to go. So there are challenges that you encounter both while you are pregnant and also after you give birth to the child. I do know that in nowadays we are co-parenting, and that is working well also, but that's a story for another day, or rather a conversation for another day. So now today we focus on this one. We focus on this one. We focus on this one. So I'll talk purely from my experience. I don't know how men feel when they have impregnated someone or when their child is born. I don't know how they feel, but I'll talk from the perspective of a woman, since I'm a lady. So with us, we have all of these fantasies that when you have a child, you want this and this and that to happen. So now that's the first challenge basically you get, because I don't think there's anyone who wishes to raise a child alone. So we always imagine raising a child with a partner. We always imagine having a supportive partner who will be with you along the whole journey, even after pregnancy, someone who can be with you, you raise the child together, and all of that. So that's what we want for ourselves. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't get what we want. Yeah. So I'll talk from my experience as a woman, and these challenges basically starts off when you notice all of those changes that you are going through, the changes that your body is going through, and you start to feel the need of having a supportive partner. You start to feel the need of having someone to reassure you that you are still beautiful, that over and above these changes that you undergo, you still look good and you did the right thing. You carrying my baby. Like, you need all of those things. You need those reassurance, those affirming words that you are not alone. So if then we choose to be pregnant outside of wedlock, then those things we may not get, because we don't know how this person will react. That's why it's easy for them to run away from us after we tell them the news that we are pregnant, because there's nothing binding them to us. So it's easy for them to take a step back and be like, whoa, I did not sign up for this, and you end up being alone in all of that. So to avoid that, then that's why we need to wait, because we need all the support from the partner. This support basically is the support that comes from their heart to us. We don't have to ask for it. We don't have to ask you to do anything. It needs to come from you, because you're showing this person who's carrying your child some love, and you're showing some care, some support. That's what we need. So that is the first challenge. That's where it starts off. I remember that during my pregnancy, there were times where I didn't feel like waking up to go get myself some water. So had I had a partner, then I would ask him to go get me some water in the middle of the night, instead of struggling to wake up, go to the kitchen, get some water and come back. And then now when you come back, you don't know which posture you need to sleep in, because you know you've got this big tummy. So like, there were times also where you be sitting alone in the house and you just need a hug. You know, when you just need a hug, but now this person is also at his place, you know. So that's where it starts off. You start to realize that, you know what, maybe this is the reason why our parents said we should wait. There are days where you feel like you just want someone to be there for you, to cook for you, to do things in the house for you, and just let you lay back, and you don't have to sweep the floor, you don't have to mop the floor. But then if you choose to be pregnant outside of wedlock, you will do all of those things by yourself. Another thing is that you also expect him to accompany you to all the gynecologist visits. So we do know that when a woman is pregnant, you have to go through the gynecologist visits. So you expect him to support you in that, to go with you to those visits, and that basically helps both of you to bond with each other and also to bond with the baby. It also helps him to be well informed about the development of the baby so that you can take informed decisions together. Some people have challenging pregnancies. You get to discover that your child perhaps have a Down syndrome, and if you are alone in that visit, it becomes overwhelming for you to hear those news, having to come back home and tell the person what you have had. And also when you go there alone, then you need to educate this person as to how they need to cope with the situation. But rather, had you gone there together, you would have had the news at the same time, and the doctor would have given you the same information, so you get to be informed together, and then that makes it easy also for you to navigate the journey together. Then another thing is that after giving birth, a reality then kicks in, that here is a child that you need to take care of. You don't know how to hold this child, but as a mom, you try by all means to do whatever it takes to make your child comfortable, to make your child feel that you are the best mom ever in the world. So during that period, like when you have a newborn baby, you also need someone to support you there. You also need someone to take care of the child while you do other things. So I remember that when I was with my child in the house, it was just the two of us, and there were times whereby I would have to leave the bathroom door open even if I am just going there to pee, because she may cry anytime, and I also wanted to hear all the movements. But had I had someone in the house, then that person would take care of the baby while I go to the loo. So it was also a time where I would take like 2 minutes to bath, because I don't know when she's going to cry. I had to quickly bath myself and get out of there so that I can take care of her. But those things then improved as time goes by, because then over time I could take her with me to the bathroom and she would watch me while I'm bathing, and also she would be listening to baby music. So then it got better over time. So like there's a lot, guys, that I can share which makes you realize that indeed this thing is wrong. And like I have just shared some few things, few occurrences, but you can also comment on the comment section, share your thoughts of what is it that triggered you to realize that indeed you should have waited, just like how your parents told you to wait. And so for now, let me leave it here, and yeah, this is it. I'll see you next time.